The marriage was falling apart. I was risking losing my family.
Not in a good place.
Snapping at my wife for no reason and just reacting. I was desperate. That's pretty much how I got here.
I was a hot mess. I was on a path to destruction. I was drinking. I was not a good husband. I was not a good father.
She had vocalized that she was done. For me, it was a wake-up call that I needed to work on myself.
Had done counseling and lots of other things trying to, make that right with my wife, and had not really had a lot of success with that on either of us.
I was kind of living life in a loop. I wasn't moving any closer in my relationships.
I was really lost.
Focusing on my health and focusing on the things that make me happy so that I can make others happy. That was probably the biggest shift. The most monumental shift was the relationship between my wife and I. Her and I started connecting. It was massive for me.
I know I need to change, but I don't know how. I know I need to learn some new things, but didn't know what that was.
And you see results almost instantaneously.
I had to be first and I had to be strong in order for me to give the best version of myself to others, and that's not selfish. That's the opposite of selfish.
It just makes a difference.
And it was a beautiful thing to see, and I think most women are just waiting for us to actually take action.
The activation method really quickly helped me realize that I was in fact not alone. And it starts with you finding that happiness so that then you can bring it home. It lifts you, and I had forgotten that. It's a mirror, and it can help you with the direction.
And what the activation method helped me understand is how to validate not only my wife, but my kids, people that work for me, people that I work with. And it really helped me just to listen and to understand how to empathize with people.
But it's so worth it. I'm forever grateful for the guys that held me accountable.
A kickstart, a sober second thought.
I couldn't have figured this out on my own.
It changed me and pointed me in the right direction.
The activation method is a very targeted, prescribed set of practices to allow that awakening and activating.
But if you had the tools, you wouldn't be here watching this video. So it really does work. You just got to show up, do the work every week.
You've got to take action, but these guys are all beside you, cheering you on the whole way.
Do the right thing for you, for your family, for those around you.
It's really the opening of the door to then say, here's where you got to spend time and here's where you got to work. And that's why it was so good for me.
I see things now in a completely different light. That is something that I will always be grateful for.
I wish I would have learned it years ago, the skills and the knowledge that I just didn't know existed.
It's changed pretty much every aspect of my life.
The Powerful Man has changed my life forever. I love my wife more than ever. I have a clear vision of our future together, just loving, healthy relationship that we both need. We both need it and we both deserve, and I'm excited for the next chapter.
For me and my personal growth, it's been huge.
Gives you hope. It gives you purpose. It gives you direction.
I learned more in these 3 days, both about myself and really about the human dynamic or the human condition, if you want to call it that, than I have in 40 years. And when you get to the real base and the core of it, it's fantastic.
Don't even think about it. You have to do this. Your happiness depends on it.
Go for it. What do you got to lose, right? And why not?
If you're like me and you've attempted everything, or at least you think you've attempted everything, just do it.
I wouldn't think twice about it. I would highly recommend it.
Stop thinking and just do it. Thinking can only get you so far, and it's probably not as far as you really want to go. So just do it.
It really can make a huge difference in your life. Go do it.
That has proven to be pretty successful across so many other men.
If you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, if you're not sure, that's exactly where I was. You wouldn't be here watching this today if you felt some doubt about your relationships and about who you are. Then that's the answer. You just go. You go now.
Has this been transformational?
Get into action, stop doing what you're doing, pull the trigger, get it done. It makes sense, it works, and it's an incredible process.
I've been to counseling. Counseling doesn't work like that. this works, and you really should do it.
It has just made my relationship with my 3 daughters immensely better. It's made my relationship with my parents immensely better. And it, quite frankly, has made my relationships around my entire life much better. And I know it's going to come with my wife. I know it's going to be there.